Jackrabbits come into this duel ranked 15th in the country. Air Force ranked 17th in the individual rankings. SDSU currently ranked 12th in our dual rankings. Air Force led by head coach Sam Barber, assisted by Joe Johnston, Chris Heilman, and Scotty Boykin. South Dakota State led by Minnesota great, two-time NCAA champion Damian Hahn, assisted by Cody Caldwell, Cam Simez, Brady Berge. One minute into this period so far, no score up on the board here yet. Tucker Owens, a two-time Oklahoma State champion. He's currently 8-7 on the year. Tucker looking to rebound against Jordan here. He's currently on a 4-match losing streak. He'd like to turn that. Jordan is a senior out of St. Paris, Ohio, St. Paris Graham High School. He was an Ohio State champ for St. Paris Graham High School. Owens picks up the first takedown here on the edge of the mat with 1:06 to go in the first period. Owens takes an early lead. Jordan, an NCAA qualifier last year for the Jackrabbits. These two split, I believe, last year. So expect a good match here. Jordan picks up the escape, makes it 3-1. 50 seconds to go here in the first. Riding time at only 14 seconds for Owens, so not a factor here yet. Owens was 6th last year at the Big 12 tournament. .20 seconds to go here in the first. Locked up ear to ear, not a whole lot of action here yet. Owens, a sophomore out of Mustang, Oklahoma. Still tied up here, gonna finish that period that way, the way it looks. Jordan's choice, he defers. Owens going neutral. Story's out on Jordan. Nobody wants to get underneath the boy. Owens leading 3-1. Jordan stalking forward. Nice shot there for Owens. Jordan trying to feed him some hips as Owens comes out in the middle, up to his feet here now. Jordan locked around the waist. Owens drops him down. Jordan trying to scramble through. He does, he's in a single now. Now Jordan's starting to come up underneath. 1:20 to go here in this period. A lot of time here yet. Jordan hooking that ankle. Needs to get that right arm of his free. If he can come up around the waist, he's got that ankle hooked. Seen that called too before, but they haven't been calling it as much this year, so I think there must have been a slight change in the way they're interpreting that. Now he gives it. If he got a little bit more control of that leg or what the official seen though. But official sees the takedown. Makes it 4-3 now in favor of Jordan as we've got 55 to go here in the second. Owens currently 8-7 on the season. Jordan brings a 14-5 record into this duel.
He's gonna wait and jump. Up here. Stay inside. Forward.
30 seconds to go here in the second. Jordan doing a good job of grinding forward, a lot of pressure forward, good spiral ride. Owens trying to come up here now. Little pressure back into Jordan, but Jordan able to put pressure forward. First stall call on Owens. So just a warning on that first one. It'll be Jordan's choice in the third here.
And the 82, Jordan 4, Owens 3.
Jordan's choice, he's gonna go underneath. He's got a 4-3 lead. Riding time at 42 seconds for Jordan, so not a factor here yet. Gonna start ticking down. Jordan up to his feet, out with 1:44 to go here in the match. Jordan with a 5-3 lead. Old days, that was a tie match. If Owens gets a takedown, new takedown rules, 3-point takedowns kind of changed the dynamics of matches here a little bit. Might be just my opinion, but it seems like we're getting a lot less overtime matches. Good action at the end of matches. It seems like somebody's always leading. Jordan stalking forward. He's got an underhook. Nice shot there for Owens. Owens trying to turn the corner. Jordan able to work his way over to the edge. He's got a deep whizzer. Owens trying to come up there. He's got that leg shelved as he's trying to come up. But Jordan with a hard whizzer forward. A lot of pressure down on that shoulder of Owens. Now he's starting to get loose. Jordan ties it back up. Back into a deep whizzer. Owens still in here. Keeping that left foot on. 30 seconds to go. Jordan still wrestling. They go out of bounds with 25 to go. Jordan holding on to a 5-3 lead. Riding time at only 28 seconds, so not a factor here. 20 seconds to go. Shot there from Owens, but he doesn't set it up. Not much penetration on that one. Fake attempt, shot there for Jordan as Owens trying to come crotch lift. 3 seconds here. Jordan trying to scramble around, not gonna have time. And Jordan takes this first bout 5-3, giving the Jackrabbits an early 3-0 lead in this duel. Run as much as I can, but a lot of time.
For the Jackrabbits,
This is Bob.
from Custer, South Dakota.
All right, up at 133 pounds now. We have a little change up in lineup tonight. We got Brendan Barnes of Air Force. He's taking on, I believe that's Graff. Yeah, Logan Graff of South Dakota State. Barnes, a sophomore out of Chester, Virginia. 2-2 on the year. Logan Graff a redshirt freshman, native of Custer, South Dakota, graduate of Rapid City Stevens High School. Won a state title for Custer in Class B South Dakota, and then ended up at Rapid City Stevens where he won 2 Class A state titles before moving on to the Jackrabbits. No points on the board here yet, inside minute 10 here in the first.
Your attack, your attack. Come on, your attack. Yes, listen here.
Stalemate called.
Hey, let's get one here. Get one here. Come on.
1:15 to go in the first. No points on the board here yet. Jackrabbits leading this duel 3-0. Graf currently 1-0 on the season.
Here go, here go.
Against D1 competition, 3-0 overall. .35 to go, still no points on the board here yet.
30, let's go. Time to go. Yes.
There's a shot from Graf. Short time here though, 10 seconds. Graf trying to come up the middle.
Watch that. That's not a tree. That's illegal.
Stoppage here, illegal move called. Scissor in the head with 2 seconds. Official didn't feel it was a break there. For my ankle, I couldn't really tell, so. Ref was in a much better position than I was to make that call. Barnes gonna start underneath. Barnes ties this up, makes it 1-1. Quick escape for Barnes. Barnes now in on a shot.
Be ready to scramble. Be ready to scramble over the top, same side.
Scrambling around is Graf. He's trying to come up now. Now he's got a little height on Barnes. Barnes in a little bit of trouble here now. But he's still got a hold of that ankle of Graf. Probably going to get a stalemate called here. 1:20 to go here in the second period. No movement here. Now Graf trying to get loose. He's coming out the back. Needs to get some weight on that foot and come up.
Wait on your foot, Graf. Put in this position.
Graf's got to come up. No, 1 minute to go in the period as the stoppage happens. Stalemate called. 1-1.
Go. Get one. Let's go.
Good hard clubs from both guys here. Barnes working Graf's head as Graf's in on a high crotch. Switch off to a double. Drives through. Nice finish for Graf. First takedown in this match. 4-1. He cuts him loose. 4-2 now with that escape for Barnes. 20 seconds to go here in the second period. Final few seconds here of this period. Graf's choice. Graf going to go underneath. He's got a 4-2 lead. Riding time at only 6 seconds here, so not a factor at all yet. See what Barnes has got on top here. Switch attempt from Graf. Didn't have a whole lot of space, but he's going back to it. Needed to clear those hips a little bit more. Nice return there for Barnes. Graf up to a base as Barnes had the leg in. He was able to slip out, but Barnes doing a good job of riding on top here, staying with Graf. 1:30 to go here in this match. Riding time at 30 seconds now for Barnes. Still ticking up. 1:20 to go in this period. Official having a little conversation with the wrestlers. First warning on Graf on the bottom. Boot coming in on Barnes on the edge. Good pressure forward from Barnes as he breaks Graf flat. So they go out of bounds with just over a minute to go. Graf still leading 4-2. He does have one stall call now. Barnes gimping a little bit on the way back to the middle. Graf up to his feet, and big return there for Barnes. Boot coming in now for Barnes. Is he trying to stretch him out? Graf up to his quad pod, but a lot of pressure forward from Barnes. Good back arch. Rolling around. Graf brings that hip to the mat now. Graf in a little bit better position. He's got control of Barnes' left arm. Stalemate called with 22 to go. Four to 2 riding time at 1:32, so riding time locked up for Barnes. So essentially a 4-3 match in favor of Barnes here, or excuse me, in favor of Graf. 22 seconds. Boot coming in from Barnes. Pressure forward. Power half. Good pressure forward from Barnes. He's got Graf broke flat. If he's going to have enough time or not. 10 seconds now. Barnes trying to grind him forward. Final seconds. Riding time point goes on the board for Barnes, but that's not enough, and Graf takes this one 4-3, extending the Jackrabbits lead to 6-0.
£41 will welcome the senior Garrett Cushion. For the Jackrabbits, at number 27 in the country, a senior from Wilmer, Minnesota, Clay Carlson.
So up now at 141 pounds from Air Force, we have Garrett Kuchin. He's taking on South Dakota State's Clay Carlson. Kuchin, a senior out of Christiansburg, Virginia, 5-7 on the year. Carlson, a senior out of Wilmer, Minnesota, bringing a 7-4 record on the year. Takedown for Kuchin, picks up the first one and takes an early 3-0 lead. Half in on the left side for Kuchin. He's driving forward. Carlson up to his feet here now. Return there, good return for Kuchin, but Carlson able to maintain his base. They're on the edge of the mat as they go out of bounds. 2:15 to go here in the first. Kuchin, a Virginia State champion. Carlson currently ranked 27th in the country. So he comes up to a quad pod and then up to his feet here. As Kuchin kicks him loose, giving Carlson his first points, makes it 3-1 now in favor of Kuchin. 2 minutes to go here in the first. Riding time at only 29 seconds, so not a factor here yet. Carlson, a two-time Minnesota State finalist, went undefeated, winning a state title as a senior. Older brother Colton, former Jackrabbit. Carlson caught a finger to the eye there. Hand slap, everybody's good. Here we go. 1:25 to go here in the first. Shot there for Kuchin. In on another deep single. Carlson with the whizzer in. Controlling that wrist of Kuchin. He's going to have a tough time finishing as Carlson's able to step down. Kuchin does a good job of staying with it. Drops down on that pick. Picks up another takedown. Takes a 6-1 lead now. He cuts Carlson loose, 6-2 for Kuchin. Carlson, a three-time NCAA qualifier. Carlson trying to get his first takedown of the match on the edge, but Kuchin does a good job of scrambling out of it. 30 seconds to go on the edge. Stalemate called with 18 to go here in the first. Shot there for Carlson. Kuchin trying to come around the corner. Carlson's got both legs wrapped up. If he can drive forward, 3 seconds. I don't know if he's going to have enough time. Too low on the ankles. Kuchin is facing forward. No points. Carlson's choice. He's going to go underneath to start the second. Carlson, a three-time Big 12 placer.
1 point, Carlson.
As he picks up an escape, makes it 6-3 in favor of Kuchin. Carlson in that front headlock situation. This is where he likes to be, head in that corner. He's solid from this position. Blocks that arm of Kuchin. He gets to that ankle. If he come around the corner, he's gonna. Ties this up, 6-6 now. 1:25 to go. Riding time not a factor here yet. As Kuchin's up to his feet with 1:15 to go here in the second. He's out, takes the lead back 7-6. Clay starting to move him around here a little bit. Good fake from Kuchin there. Carlson's finished 4th, 3rd, and 3rd the Big 12 tournament. Kuchin in on a shot, but wasn't really able to get to Carlson's leg before he was able to feed him a whizzer and work his way back out of it. 35 to go here now in the second period. Carlson heavy on that head. He's starting to try to come to that corner again. Back in that same position, he was close to getting that ankle. Notice how Carlson traps that arm of Kuchin. It's got to be a lot of pressure forward. 15 seconds. Takedown awarded for Carlson. He takes a 9-7 lead, his first lead of this match. Granby roll attempt for Kuchin. Carlson seen that before. Threw that leg right up between Kuchin's leg and hung on for dear life right through it. Kuchin gonna go underneath to start the third. 9-7. Carlson take an optional start for a second. Han like, nah, let's put some time on top. Let's take some spunk out of this kid. Rotting time, not a factor here yet. Only at, going to be back down at 0 and starting to climb in the positive for Carlson here now. So 1:34 to go. No stall, I don't believe, in the match here so far yet. As Kuchin's up to his feet here now. Return there for Carlson. Crab ride from Carlson, trying to put some pressure forward. Pulling back into him. Carlson not in the best position there. So he kind of scrambles out of it. Good job by Carlson. Readjust. Good job from Carlson there. Experience of the Jackrabbits, two-time All-American. Carlson was 8th back in 2021. He was 5th last year. Carlson coming off a little bit of an injury. Looks to be turning back into a little bit of more of Clay Carlson that we know and have come to expect. 30 seconds to go here in the match. Carlson still 9-7 lead. Carlson looking cross wrist tilt. Riding time at 1:20 for Carlson, so riding time now locked up. So essentially a 10-7 match for Carlson. Final few seconds here of this match. Carlson gonna ride this out in the top position. So tack on the riding time point. Makes it a 10-7 decision for Clay Carlson. Extends the Jackrabbits lead to 9-0.
Now wrestling 149 pounds for the Falcons, Joe Burton. For the Jackrabbits, at number 33 in the country, a sophomore from St. Paris, Ohio, Alex Martin.
All right, guys, we get set to go here at 149 pounds. For Air Force, we have Joe for now, a sophomore out of St. Charles, Illinois, currently 8-6 on the year. For the Jackrabbits, we have Alec Martin, a sophomore out of St. Paris, Ohio, St. Paris Graham High School. Currently 12-6 on the season. Alec currently ranked number 33 in the country. Out of bounds they go. 2:19 to go. No score on the board here yet. Alec coming forward. Good pressure from Martin. Still no score. 2 minutes to go here in the first. Shot there for Martin. Close to a takedown. He picks it up. 3-0 puts the first points on the board of this match with 140 to go here in the first. Out of bounds with 125. For now, got a little blood on himself. .25 to go here in the first. Martin with a 3-0 lead. Martin trying to suck him back there.
Keep working, pick a side, Return.
With 1 minute to go here in the first.
Come through.
Martin
You got it.
potentially looking cross wrist tilt here. Brings him back. Martin not able to secure that leg of Fernow's to start getting some back points. Fernow just able to roll right up through on that one. .24 seconds to go. Riding time at 1:19 for Martin. For now, got a little blood on. For now, up to his feet. Martin does a good job of bringing him back down. For now, doing a good job of moving, trying to stay busy there on the bottom, trying to create some space. Short time here, but for now, back up to his feet. Martin brings him back down, though. So final seconds tick off in this period. Martin rides the period out, takes a 3-0 lead into the second. For now, defers to Martin. Martin gonna go underneath. He's got a 3-0 lead and 1:43 of riding time. For now, currently 8-6 on the year. Martin trying to come around on for now here, trying to pick up a reversal. There he does. There's a reversal for Martin. He takes a 5-0 lead. His riding time at 1:25 and going back up for Martin now. Inside a minute to go here in the period. Martin still leading 5-0. Riding time up over 2 minutes now for Martin.
Keep working.
20 seconds here to go in the period. For now, his first stall call in the bottom. Short time here inside of 10 seconds.
Mark 5, for now, 0.
For now, his choice in the third, he's going to go underneath. Riding time at 2:57. Martin going to cut him loose. SDSU corner, telling him they need a major. Martin says, you want a major? Let's go on the feet. It's for now, incidental connection in the eye. We get reset here. Riding time at 2:57 for Martin. Martin trying to scramble through. For now, does a good job of getting that right arm of his, left arm free and getting around Martin's waist. They're scrambling around. Martin does a good job of staying with this. For now, in a good position here. Trying to get him in danger. He's close to it. In and out of danger situation. No count started. For now, still locked in the crotch there as they're trying to kick around. Stalemate called with just over a minute to go here in the period. Martin with a 5-1 lead. Riding time is locked up. Just short of 3 minutes of riding time right now for Martin. Shot there for Martin. For now, tries to dump him down, but Martin readjusts. Nice splits for now, but Martin coming up around that hip. Close to getting a takedown. Takedown for Martin. Makes it 8-1. Riding time point, 9-1. So the riding time point would give him the major. .22 seconds to go. For now, he's got one stall on him so far. It's just a warning. SDSU looking to pick up another match and put their first bonus point on the board of the day. So final seconds here. Tack on the riding time point. Makes it a 9-1 decision, major decision for Martin. Makes this duel 13-0 in favor of the Jackrabbits.
For the Jackrabbits at 157 pounds and number 17 in the country, a sophomore from Plymouth, Minnesota, Cam Swenson.
All right, up here now at 157 pounds, we have Brooks Gable going for Air Force, a junior out of Dallastown, Pennsylvania. currently 1-10 on the year. He's taking on South Dakota State's Cale Swenson. Swenson, a sophomore out of Plymouth, Minnesota, Wazetta High School. Swenson currently ranked 17th in the country. He's in on a nice shot. He picks up a nice takedown and takes an early 3-0 lead. 2:30 to go. Double boots coming in from Swenson.
Tack hands. You move over the top. Tack hands. There you go. Good. Now start hipping. Yes. Yes. Now come back and go straight over. Straight over that top. Get a hip down. Drive with your free foot. Drive with your free foot. Drive with your free foot. Keep driving. You're fine.
Swenson put good pressure forward here
Leads 1 point.
as he
Gable.
kicks Gable loose. Riding time at 56 seconds for Swenson, so not a factor here yet. 1:30 to go here in the first. Gable was 7th at the 2021 PA AAA state tournament. Swenson, a 2-time Minnesota state champion. Junior national Greco runner-up. Swenson picks up another takedown. 6-1 now the score. Riding time over a minute now for Swenson. Swenson having a good season so far for the Jackrabbits. Finished one match shy of placing at CKLV back in December. Cradle there for Swenson. He's got it locked up. He's got 22 seconds. And Gable able to break Swenson's grip. Swenson was putting a good ride here on top. So he's going to finish this period on top. It takes 1:45 of riding time and a 6-1 lead into the second as he defers. Excuse me, Swenson going to go underneath to start the second. See what Gable's got on top here, if he can get something going or not. Swenson up to his feet here now. Picking hands, trying to get some space. He does, gets the escape. Extends his lead to 7-1. Swenson circles back in towards the middle. Swenson was 5th last year at the Big 12 Championships. Picks up another takedown, extends his lead to 10-1. Like you said, he was 5th last year at the Big 12 tournament, sending him to his first NCAA tournament as a freshman, where he went 3-2, finished in the blood round. He's picking up some near fall here. He's got 4 coming. 35 to go. He's got to let that leg loose. There he does. 4 points for Swenson now. Lead now 14-1. Riding time at 2:12 for Swenson. Short time here inside of 20 seconds. So Swenson able to finish that period in the top position. It's going to be Gable's choice. He's going to go underneath. Brooks Gable currently trailing 14-1. As Swenson going to go optional start to begin the period here. See what Gable's got on his feet. If he can get something going. That escape makes it 14-2 in favor of Swenson. Oh, Swenson got close to that inside cradle there for a second. What Hahn and crew were looking for. Picks up the takedown to Swenson and makes it a 17-2 tech fall for the Jackrabbits as they extend the dual lead to 18-0 as we go into intermission. We'll have about a 10-minute intermission. We'll catch you back here in a little bit. Jackrabbits leading this duel 18-0.
Looks like we got one man out in the blue sweatshirt. We're going to take the chair out there now with 3 contestants, 2 chairs. Are you guys ready? Let's get rolling.
right, welcome back here at 165 pounds. We're going to get things kicked off here back up after intermission. Big one here for this duel. 165 pounds, number 14 ranked Gino Petrosili of Air Force. He's taking on South Dakota State's Tanner Cook. Petrosili, a senior out of Fresno, California. Jono on a shot there. Jono looking big there as he picks up the first takedown and takes a 3-0 lead. Cook up to his feet. Sees he's trying to pick hands here, trying to get some space. Jono brings him back down as they go out of bounds with just over 2 minutes to go here in the period. Jono currently 12-5 on the year. Cook 4-7. Tanner, a senior out of Lillian, New York. Out of bounds called with 1:28 to go in the period. Jono holding on to a 3-0 lead. Cook up to his feet, but Jono does a nice job of bringing him back down. Riding time up over a minute now for Petrosili. Gino, a 2020 one-class California state champion. Jono looking like he was cross-shoulder tilt there. Needs to elevate that leg and reach for that far shoulder. Looking cross-face tilt. Cook doing a good job of fighting it. 20 seconds to go here in the period. Jono does a good job of trying to adjust his hips, arching his back. Everybody wants near fall to be counted at 90, but 45 is actually the rule. No near fall count. So Jono takes a 3-0 lead into the second with 2:14 in riding time. So neutral start to begin this second period. Jono was 2-2 at the CKLV tournament back in December. Cook, a three-time New York State place winner for Central Valley Academy High School, winning a state title as a senior. Cook also a 3-time Big 12 place winner, finishing 3rd, 7th, and 8th over the last 4 seasons. He's a 2-time NCAA qualifier for the Jackrabbits. Likes to lead that lead single out there. Just baiting you into that shot. Giano doesn't want to take a shot onto that right leg of Cook. Definitely not straight on. If you're going to hit a shot on Cook, you got to go to the corners. Inside of 20 to go. Giano holding on to a 3-0 lead. No real shot attempts here. Peary going to come to a close here. Still 3-0. Up to his feet, getting some space. Cook with good pressure forward here. As Petrocelli up to a quad pod. Cook dumps him back down though. Sits him in his lap, looking half on the left side. Riding time at 1:29. Cook wants to get that under a minute. As Petrocelli holds on to a 3-0 lead. Stalemate called with 58 seconds. Cook still riding on top here. Giano still holding on to a 3-0 lead. He's still got riding time. It's at 1:12. Giano up to his feet right away, gets the escape, makes it 4-0 and hold on to his riding time. That's still at 1:09. But Cook's gonna need a little bit more than a 1 takedown anyways. Good fakes out of Giano as he is in a good position there, front headlock. As he's trying to come around the corner, he's close to getting it. Cook able to fight his way back up, get into a position that he was happy with. Another shot there from Cook. Giano extends him out though. Giano going to hold on to this one. Tack on the riding time point. Makes it 5-0 for Giano. And puts Air Force's first points on the board. Makes it 18-3 in favor of South Dakota State yet. Through 6 matches. Up now at 174 pounds, we have Gage Musser of Air Force. He's taking on South Dakota State's Cade DeVos. DeVos currently ranked 4th in the country. Gage Musser, a junior out of Hadley, Pennsylvania. Currently 7-8 on the season. DeVos picks up a takedown, puts the first points on the board, 3-0 for the Jackrabbit as he cuts Gage loose. Cuts that lead 3-1.
Hands and feet are moving.
DeVos currently 13-1 on the season. Lone loss to Michigan's Shane Griffith, formerly of Stanford. Won an NCAA title for Stanford the season that Stanford was going to drop it. Glad to see Stanford still around. DeVos, a senior out of Altoona, Iowa. Southeast Polk High School. Bloody nose for DeVos. Get him cleaned up here. DeVos having a good season for the Jackrabbits. Like I said, 14-1 on the year. 1:14 to go here in the period. Riding time and only 6 seconds for DeVos. Wasn't interested in doing a whole lot of riding that after that first takedown. DeVos, a 3-time NCAA qualifier for the Jackrabbits. Three-time Big 12 place winner, finishing 4th, 4th, and 3rd for the Jackrabbits. So inside a minute to go here in the first. Jackrabbits leading this duel 18-3. Nice takedown for DeVos. Drives through that and picks up another takedown, makes it 6-1. Inside of 30 seconds to go in the period. Musser, a 3-time PA state qualifier, was 4th in his junior season. First period comes to a close. It's going to be DeVos' choice to begin with. DeVos is going to go down. DeVos maybe thought he had a little blood coming out. Official says, nah, you're good, let's go. Gets him set down. Riding time at 43 seconds for DeVos. Nice return for Musser. DeVos right back up to his feet, bounces right back up. See if the third time is a charm as he's trying to get his hands loose here. He does. Escape now for DeVos, makes it 7-1. Riding time at only 30 seconds for Cade DeVos, so not a factor here yet. DeVos, a 2-time Iowa State champion. Finished as the CKLV champ back in December. Had a good showing out in Vegas for the Jackrabbits. So 1 minute to go in this period. DeVos still leading 7-1. DeVos looked good last weekend, picking up a couple victories for the Jackrabbits. Don't believe these two have ever met before. So final few seconds of the period here. Looks like we're going to finish on our feet. It's going to be DeVos's choice. He's got a 7-1 lead. No, excuse me. Excuse me, it's Musser's choice. DeVos leading 7-1. Looks in the corner from the SDSU staff whether to go optional start. He decides he's gonna. See what kind of cut we're gonna get. Musser picks up an escape, cuts that lead to 7-2 now. Riding time at 32 seconds here for DeVos, so not a factor here yet. Nice shot there for DeVos. DeVos comes forward, nice finish. Got that leg split. Needs to reach for that far shoulder and elevate that bottom leg. Elevate at the knee. If he can elevate at the nip, drive that foot forward. Everybody's screaming for near fall, but not even really that close. Everybody, there it is. It's got to be at 45. DeVos got to reach for that far shoulder, lift at that knee. If he can get a hold of that left leg of Musser, but Musser doing a good job of bellying back out. Riding time up over a minute for DeVos at 1:20 now, as we're just inside a minute to go in this match. Escape for Musser, making it 10-3. DeVos, good movement. Getting Musser a little out of position. Nice shot there for Musser, but DeVos does a good job of fighting it off. Nice re-attack. Cuts him loose. Takedown in a cut game here now, 13-4. 20 seconds. DeVos looking for another one. DeVos looking like an All-American this year, the way he's wrestling. Currently ranked 4th in the country is DeVos. Another shot from DeVos. He wants one more. Wants to put an exclamation point on this. Time runs out. Riding time point makes this 14-4 for DeVos. Another major decision for the Jackrabbits. Makes it 22-3 in the duel. They got a little blood on the mat. They're going to get cleaned up, the official said. Going to put Mr. Simaz to work, getting clean things up. Cam Simaz, assistant for the Jackrabbits. NCAA champion for Cornell back in the day. We get set to go here at 184 pounds. Big match here tonight. For Air Force, we have number 7 ranked Sam Wolf. He's taking on South Dakota State's number 13 ranked Bennett Berge. was a NCAA qualifier last year for Air Force. Wolf, a senior out of Warsaw, New York. Four-time New York State qualifier, finished as a runner-up as a senior. Wolf was 5th at the CKLV tournament back in December. Berge, a redshirt freshman out of Mantreville, Minnesota. Case on Mantreville High School. All right, so we're going to get a potentially dangerous hands to the face. Official has a little chat. Wolf currently 11-2 on the year. Berge 9-2. Berge was a 5-time state champion for Casson Mantreville High School. Shot there for Berge. Another shot there for Berge. Berge's looked really solid as of late. Close to an ankle pass. Danger count. Didn't get there. Berge gets a takedown. Takes an early 3-0 lead. Brick maybe going to be coming for South Dakota State. I think that's going to be a good challenge. Brick out there. 13 seconds. Official going to wait. Little break in the action. Berge in good situation here. So official breaks it there with 2 seconds left. Challenge Brick throwing from South Dakota State. So at the end of the period, Berge 3-0 lead. Wolf defers to Berge as he's going to go underneath. Berge up to his feet. Big return for Wolf. Berge kind of struggled a little bit from the bottom last year, which is typical of most true freshmen. If you're going to struggle anywhere, it's going to be on the bottom especially. Wolf, a Pan Am junior gold medalist. Berge, a U20 world silver and bronze. A lot of freestyle experience on Mr. Berge's part. Stalemate called with 49 seconds to go in the period. Riding time at 42 seconds for Wolf. So not a factor here yet. Berge still with the 3-0 lead. Big return again for Wolf. Wolf was looking to slide that boot in on the left side, but there he does again as he brings Berge back down to the mat. Riding time up over 1 minute for Wolf now. This second period, riding time at 1:15 and climbing for Wolf. He putting a clinic on top here of Berge. So we'll see what we look like here. So if not, we should be coming back up here in just a second if you guys have a little trouble with the stream. All right, looks like we're back in action here. Everything reset. 1:40 to go in this match. Nice shot from Berge. Berge picks up another takedown and 2 near fall. Berge 8-0 lead now over Sam Wolf. Riding time at 1:15 for Wolf. So Berge starting to bring this riding time down. .105 to go here in this third period. Under a minute of riding time now. So riding time not a factor here. Berge with an 8-0 lead. Wolf scrambling around, but Berge does a good job of following. Short time here, inside of 20 seconds to go. Berge gonna pick up his first big upset in college wrestling for the Jackrabbits as he knocks off Sam Wolf. 8-0 victory for Bennett Berge and the Jackrabbits. Another major decision makes this 30-3 in favor of the Jackrabbits. Back at her here, 197 pounds. We had Calvin Son of Air Force. He's taking on South Dakota State's Tanner Sloan. Jackrabbits leading this duel 26-3 with 2 matches remaining. Son, a senior out of Prior Lake, Minnesota, currently 5-10 on the year. Sloan, a senior out of Alburnett, Iowa. In on a take shot. Takedown for Sloan. He picks up his first points of the match, takes a 3-0 lead with just over 2:20 to go in the first. Inside cradle attempt for Sloan, but Son able to fight that off. Son was a 3-time state place winner in high school. He was 8th last year at the Big 12 tournament. 1:42 to go in the first. Riding time approaching 50 seconds there for Sloan. Sloan, leader of the Jackrabbit program last year. He was a runner-up at the NCAA tournament. Looking for that bow and arrow. He's deadly from that position. Sloan was a 2-time state champion in high school. Junior World Championships. Represented the United States in Junior Worlds here a couple of years ago. Cradle locked up. Tight cradle. Sliding out, trying to get that bottom knee in the side. He does. There's the fall. Jackrabbits extend that lead now to 32-3 after Tanner Sloan's pin. Crowd shows a little love to Tanner Sloan there after that one.
Now wrestling heavyweight for the Falcons at number 2 in the country, senior Wyatt Hendrickson. For the Jackrabbits, a redshirt freshman from Brookings, South Dakota,
All right, guys, up at 285 pounds, the big boys. For Air Force, we have number 2 ranked Wyatt Hendrickson. He's taking on South Dakota State's Luke Rasmussen. Hendrickson, a senior for Air Force. Out of Newton, Kansas. He's currently 14-0 on the year. 2-time Kansas State champion. Big takedown for Hendrickson. 3-0 lead for Wyatt. Been voted. Rasmussen is a scrambly kid, but Hendrickson, big, strong, athletic guy himself. He's able to readjust. Looking tilt there for a second was Hendrickson. Wyatt's been the most dominant wrestler in NCAA the last couple seasons based on bonus point victories. He's a 4-time junior national All-American. Rasmussen getting loose, but Hendrickson's able to stay with it. 1:18 to go in this first period. Hendrickson stacks him up now. Looking near fall. Hendrickson's got 4 coming. He's trying to tighten this up. But Rasmussen trying to work his way back to his stomach. Home kid, town kid trying to fight off his back, but he's in big trouble as Hendrickson picks up the fall. With that pin, Jackrabbit's going to take this duel though, 32-9. Air Force falls to 2-5 on the year. Jackrabbits improved to 9-2 on the season. Jackrabbits will be on the road here for a little bit.